What is franchise litigation? Attorney Randy Edwards explains that. Franchise litigation is a subset of commercial litigation and involves a dispute between a franchisee and a franchisor. It can be more complicated or specialized than other business cases because there may be different laws that apply. There is state law for breach of contract, and the applicable law may be that of another state based on the language in the franchise agreement. There may be federal laws or regulations involving disclosure requirements that a franchisor must give a franchisee prior to entering into the franchise agreement. Franchise agreements are drafted by the franchisor, usually one-sided, and may limit the franchisee's remedies. Many require the parties to arbitrate disputes rather than go before a judge and jury, and will require the franchisee to go to the franchisor's hometown. Franchise disputes often include claims for wrongful termination of the franchise agreement, trade secret, restrictive covenants, and a host of other claims, depending upon the facts of the case. We only represent franchisees in cases against franchisors. Several years ago, we handled one of the biggest, most watched cases in the nation. It was a case that our client had against Atlanta Bread Company that went all the way to the Georgia Supreme Court. While we won that case, it was ultimately used by the Chamber of Commerce and other business interests to get the Georgia Constitution changed, which ultimately made it easier for franchisors and other business to enforce restrictive covenants against their employees and franchisees. We have handled several arbitrations for franchisees, typically involving wrongful termination of the franchise agreement, where we seek the value or the lost profits of the franchisee for the balance of the franchise agreement. Call Attorney Randy Edwards in Smyrna, Georgia today for a free strategy session at 770-575-8617 or visit www.cochranedwardslaw.com.